Wolverhampton, here we go. A flyweight title eliminator set for three 3-minute rounds in the flyweight division. This contest is brought to you by GTFP supplements. It is time to meet the fighters. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner with a record of 2 wins and 1 defeat, representing Lion's Den, it's Alex Boyd. And his opponent standing across the cage and fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 5 wins and 1 defeat, representing Elements MMA, it's Stephen Andrews.
Here we go, Brad. Our flyweight title eliminator, Alex Boyd, 2-1 out of the Lion's Den, taking on Steve Andrews, 5-1 out of Elements MMA.
Andrews in the red and black, Boyd in the black and green. Touch your gloves, and we're underway. And Steve, we talked about our last contest perhaps being, or previous contest, sorry, being the pick of the amateurs. This one has a good bid as well.
Yeah, if not a tie, a close second, and Boyd straight away. Controlling the center of that cage.
Always guaranteed action with the guys in the flyweight division. Incredible stamina, endurance, speed, athleticism on display. And it's looking like it's going to be business as usual here for Boyd and Andrews.
You know, Andrews with a little bit more experience in the cage than Boyd. Twice as many fights.
Andrews with a clear height and reach advantage as well. Very interesting to see if he can use that, play to his strengths.
Can we get a clinch battle up against the cage? Both looking to assert a dominant position, but right now, Andrews just being able to control a little bit more.
Well, Andrews in control now, but you've got to think that the clinch game might be where Boyd is going to find some success. It certainly negates the height and reach advantage. Or maybe Boyd's confident enough in his head movement, his boxing to get inside and land those big uppercuts and hooks. We're going to have to see how this one plays out. Both men jockeying for position. Yeah. Boyd trying to rip his way out of that clinch.
I mean, that was a minute of constant work from both men there.
Nice lateral movement there from Boyd. Lands a left hand, going to be wary of the counter shot.
Again, we get into that clinch position. But Andrews now locking those hands together behind the back. Some nice knees coming up to the middle of the body there.
And the great thing about these flyweight fights, Steve, is you see these extended bursts of offense, whereas, the heavyweights you're looking at 1 or 2 seconds, the middleweights 3 or 4. With these guys, you're seeing combinations into a takedown attempt, into a clinch battle, punching their way out, and on it goes.
Yeah, the action hasn't stopped here again, although it's against the cage. Both these fighters are working incredibly hard. Boyd doing everything he can to stay up. Nice way, couple of nice knees up to the middle, and now he's
great stuff from Boyd there. Not capitulating at all, fighting his way out, striking his way out of that clinch battle with the knees.
Yeah, nice separation. Oh!
Looked for the teep there, had to be wary of the right high kick from Andrews. Andrews using that range a little bit here now.
Yeah, he worked it at the end of a nice long jab and straight there. Entertaining first round, 2 more to go.
As advertised. Flyweight action on deck here at Golden Ticket Fight Promotion 7. A flyweight title eliminator. One of these 2 men will fight for a prestigious Golden Ticket title, perhaps as early as next year. February. Golden Ticket 8 in February. And I hear there's a pretty tasty main event, Steve.
I've heard it's not too bad. I believe Tim the Experiment Wild is taking on some Irish kid that not many people have heard of, I think.
UFC veteran, KSW veteran, Bama veteran, Norman Park. And what a clash that is for both these men. What an important fight it is for both these men.
If you're not excited about this fight as an MMA fan, you are dead inside.
Oh, check your pulse, MMA fan or not. Speaking of pulses, Alex Boyd, Stephen Andrews. We've got 6 more minutes potentially on deck here between these flyweights. Sounds good to me.
And then here we go, the touch of gloves.
Nice.
I mean, just like the first round, Boyd getting a couple of heavy shots landed early in the round.
Spinning back kick there from Boyd. It's nice head movement there to set up those punching combinations early on. Just needs to find his range.
Yeah.
Of course, the issue with going against the guy with the reach advantage is that you've got to move in before you can punch. He's doing that very well at the moment. Gives up the takedown though.
Yeah. The overhand at the cost of the takedown, and Andrews now working really hard to keep Boyd on the mat.
Yeah, Andrews very much still in this fight. Good work up against the cage with those short shots.
And great work from Boyd to get up. Gets a base underneath him, and now separation.
But again, he wasn't just separating, he punched his way out of that clinch. We saw him knee his way out in round 1. A real economy of offense here from Alex Boyd.
Yeah, when he throws with intention.
Nice uppercut there from Andrews. Boyd's going to be careful of that one as the shorter man coming in, especially if he's changing levels.
Now Andrews working Boyd up against that cage again. Boyd trying to work a body lock. I mean, just relentless effort from both men against the cage at the moment.
Yeah, a real tussle for supremacy going on here in this clinch position. We've seen a lot of the fight played out here. Nice knees to the body and arms from Andrews now, and another break.
It gets almost like the moment to reset, but now Andrews is beaten him into the clinch.
Yeah, he was very quick to pounce there. He landed a sharp left and immediately clinched up, and he's going to work with the body.
Beautiful throw.
Lateral drop takedown from Andrews there. Boyd's right in his own corner. See Dave Matthews, Craig the Thundercat White, what a year he's had.
Fantastic year.
Short punches from Andrews there, Steve.
And Andrews not rushing, the first really clear dominant position here in side control. He's not rushing, he's taking his time, staying heavy, lots of pressure on the chest. Is he looking here maybe to try and set up a head and arm?
That's potentially there for him.
Thought for a moment as he was burying that head up by the elbow, but now north and south.
He's got a lot of options from side control. There's passes, there's submissions, and of course strikes too. He's not going to have a whole lot of time here.
Notice how he's crucifixed that arm, no? He was looking for something there, and he's got that arm.
There's the Kimura on the far side, but with so little time, Andrews taking the sensible option there and just throwing a few punches down when he could see the gaps.
Arguably the most dominant position of the fight so far.
Yeah, very much so. It's going to be an interesting one on the scorecards now. I mean, going into the third round, is that one apiece? Is that 2 for Andrews? Could go either way here.
Yeah, absolutely it could. Both guys everything to play for. Flyweight title shot on the line. Unarguably the biggest event that Golden Ticket have put on so far.
Undoubtedly going to be the biggest event. That main event alone is going to be phenomenal. I'm sure there's a few more tricks up the sleeve of our promoters and matchmakers here at Golden Ticket. I know I'm looking forward to it, Steve. I know you are too. I'm sure the Golden Ticket fans will be. Get on the Golden Ticket social media for details of tickets, which I'm sure will be available soon.
Clear out our cornermen. We get ready for our third round here in this flyweight title eliminator.
Final 3 rounds if they need them.
Here we go.
And again, starting with the wide hooks is Boyd. Andrews answering back, slips off the kick there. Boyd in top position now. Let's see what the Lions Den man can do from here, Steve.
Very nice work though from Andrews straight away. Make sure he's in the guard, working busily in that guard. Yeah, you can even hear him from the corner, setting up the triangle.
Yeah, the Lions Den team are always known for the great corner work as well. You see Dave Matthews there barking instructions out. Boyd needs to be careful of that rising guard from Andrews.
Absolutely, Andrews, the rangier fighter, as you've pointed out before, he's got a little length. It's going to make looking for the submission perhaps a little bit easier.
How many times have we seen fighters with that kind of body shape just work so well with those triangles? And here
we come.
This is a very precarious position. Andrews looking to finish this triangle here, looking to tighten it up. He needs to pull the arm across.
There's the tap, there's the tap, it's over.
I couldn't see if that was from the triangle or the arm. A very frustrated Alex Boyd with what must have been seconds to go. But Stephen Andrews persevered. Small adjustments on the triangle, it's all you need. And it's all she wrote. Stephen Andrews with his 6th career victory here at Golden Ticket.
And now, your #1 contender for the GTFP amateur flyweight title.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please show your appreciation for both men in the cage this evening? And so 1 minute and 14 seconds into round number 3 of this flyweight title eliminator, we have a winner via triangle in the blue corner, Stephen Andrews. And your appreciation, please, for Alex Boyd.
Congratulations, Stephen Andrews. A fantastic finish, and now a title shot. Talk us through that triangle. It just looked like little changes, and you brought it home.
My glove got stuck in to begin with, so I had to work my hand out. And I just knew it was mine from there. I've been waiting for a triangle finish for about 5 years now. Finally got one. So yeah, on to the title fight.
Let's talk the opponent you just had for a minute. A tough opponent. This has got to feel like a big win to set up a title shot.
Yeah, I wanted to stand a little bit more. He works his angles well. So it was a case of just beating him where I could. Unlucky, I fell on the floor. But he came down to my game then, so who cares? I'll finish him there.
You got a message for the champ?
I'm coming.
February, GTFP 8. Does that sound good?
Possibly. We'll see what happens. I'll go back and speak to the camp.
Give it up for your #1 contender for the GTFP amateur flyweight title. I'm going to bring in the champ for a minute. Sometimes it's got to be tough watching the next opponent come in here. I'm going to ask you some questions about him. First off, what did you think of the performance? Are you looking forward to testing your skills against him?
Yeah, definitely, good fight, you won the fight. February, I'm coming to fight.
Let's put you two together for a moment. Let's face off for the fans. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your flyweight title fight, February, hopefully, 24th. Thank you, sir.